I want to cover a couple of rules and regulations on how we're going to play the Herbalife game as we go forward so that we keep the integrity to the company and so on. And it's particularly important that this group understands it. For some of you, it'll seem a little mundane, but you know what? It's real interesting. Even when I meet with the president's team and go over some of this stuff, they still got questions on some of these particular rules and stuff. It's very important that you guys understand some of the rules that glue the company together, because you're the ones that are going to have to teach it. You're the ones that are going to have to communicate it. You're the ones that are going to have to get it to someone else who's going to speak it in another language. And you've got to be able to operate these businesses far beyond what I'm doing from the top, okay? Anybody that's not a resident, that's outside of a country that's legally open, they can sign a distributor application, but they must have a residence in a country in which we're open, okay? So if some guy from India wants to sign up, can they sign up? Yes. Where do they have to have an address? In any one of 24 countries in which we're open, okay? Now, just because this person has an address, can they now do any business in India? No, period. Can a person in India sign up an application in France and do business in America? Yes. Can he sign up on an app in the United States and do business in Germany? Yes. Okay? So that's the way the applications work. This international game, okay, that we're playing changes from time to time. Okay? And you guys are just going to have to get used to the changes, all right? Why does Herbalife change the rules from time to time? There's only one reason why we change the rules. Different laws, different things that hit us, different situations that change from time to time. We have to make certain that the company is legally protected. We're not kidding around about this Philippines thing. We just got our products approved there. We're just in the process of opening the company up and so on. This means you cannot go over there and do business until the company says open, okay? Because what will end up happening is someone goes over there, does something illegal, does some kind of advertising that knocks us out of the ball game, does something wrong with the product, does something wrong with the marketing structure, and all of a sudden we're almost at the approval date, and bang, we're another year away from opening. We're just at the edge of opening that country up. If you hear about someone doing some stuff, okay, let's do yourself a favor. Let's find out if it's true, okay, not rumor, not jealousy, not the fact that someone's check's bigger than yours, not the fact that, oh my goodness, you know, they got to the president's team in 9 months and they must be doing something wrong, so, you know, this and that and the other thing, bonus this, bonus that. You know, there's so much money around here, a lot of people are getting greedy, okay, and jealous about some of the stuff that's happening in the company, okay? But if you find out if it's something accurate, okay, here's what I'd like you to do with it. Please just communicate it with the company and we'll take care of it. We got to have time to get our company better than it is, bigger than it is, the systems better than they are, to sparkle so that when we're ready for this worldwide movement, the company looks the same everywhere, it's got a good image everywhere, and we can take this company over the next 5 years and we can make it sparkle so that we're proud of it, our people are proud of it, our children are proud of it, the governments are proud of it, we got no legal problems, okay, and we make the thing shine. That's what we need to do. What is a country allowed to sell when it's legally open? Their product. Only what's in their country and that's legal to sell, okay? Remember something, that we have financial responsibilities to each one of these governments. As we open up, there has to be a formal company there, and the products that are sold within that country, the government expects us to pay taxes on. It's part of being a good corporate citizen. So if you guys or your guys want to end up getting bad articles, bad press, problems with the government, and people sneaking around getting people locked up in jail, just go ahead and import some illegal products from the illegal countries and keep selling them and stuff like that. And I know sometimes it's difficult. We have to make certain that we keep within the laws of the land in which we're doing business. There is no company that's going on a worldwide basis the way that we are and allowing their distributors to earn cash on every one of those companies on a worldwide basis. There is nobody else doing that. And we need to understand that there's some difficulties with that, there's some problems with that, and also, the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. What about, you know, if I'm somebody and I just bring in a little bit of stuff into India for personal use? Okay? The answer is no. Right? And the reason the answer is no is because there's so many people that we've got, okay, out of the 1 million people that we got in Herbalife, if all of them said, by the way, you can just have a little bit for personal use, well, let me clue you in what's going in across the border. 75,000 truckloads full of personal use, okay? And pretty soon you got the same problem. A problem that's a product that's illegally labeled, illegally formulated, illegally this, illegally that, and pretty soon there's newspaper articles about Herbalife's doing business in India illegally. It's a scam, it's a bad deal, and we got to go in and spend the majority of our time cleaning it up, not building it. You can't say the name of the company in an advertisement. You can't. Now, this is America, okay? Canada, you know, you got your own rules and stuff like that. Mexico, you guys know you got your own rules. South America, you guys know you got your own rules. This is America only, where we're safe, okay? Everything's okay, no problems, okay? Name of the product, in Australia, you guys know what you got to do, okay? This is for America, all right? No name of the products, no name of the company, no misleading claims on the products, no time frame on how many pounds in how many days, and no misleading deals on the income. Change of sponsorship through just individuals, change of sponsorship through husband and wives, change of sponsorship through partnerships, and every which way you can finagle your way out of trying to cheat your sponsor out of cash. We need to talk about it so you guys are clear about it, so that you understand that you have got rules that you've got to play with, and that the company is going to protect all of you at all times, okay? No matter what. I don't care who the distributor is, how big they are, okay? We're going to protect you guys from yourselves whether you like it or not. If it's a dual application, when will we catch it? Right away, okay? Because it's all numbered and so on. Okay? But if it's not a dual application, and Mr. Businessman, with all his smart knowledge, and Mr. President's team member, with all their genius of the tricks, okay, are signing up all these different people in these different organizations through the different children, through the different partnerships, through the different thises and thatses of the world, and so on. And now they're down here building, okay? During this process, Herbalife might not find out, to be perfectly honest with you, because it's not the same application. We're not seeing the problem and so on, and there's a problem that starts going on. Here's what happens every single time, okay? A gets a mailer, and she ends up at the extravaganza. She's sitting out there in the audience, still a supervisor, okay? And she can't believe it that B is up here with the girlfriend standing on stage getting their president's team pin. And she says, I can't believe it. If that person's on the president's team, my check should be 10 grand a month. I wonder what the deal is. She ends up calling the home office. What is the home office going to do? A, we're going to investigate. Now, the investigation may take some time because we're going to investigate no matter how tricky this person is. We'll go to every length that we can, from calling every single person that was ever signed up to investigating the bank accounts, how the checks were cashed, their tax returns, you name it, we're going to find out about it. And what are we going to do? No matter when it is, no matter what the time frame, no matter how long ago it was, all the volume gets switched back over to A, who was supposed to have earned money on it, A1, who was supposed to have earned money on it, A2, who was supposed to have earned money on it, and in some cases, A3, who was supposed to have earned money on it, including A number 50, who might have been getting a slip down 2% or 6% bonus on it, and we will not only move the volume back, we'll move the positions back, and we'll move the money back. If you get into a problem on a change of sponsorship, here's what you do. Give it to the company, bug us every 30 days, and go get another 25 supervisors. Protect yourselves. Remember I told you here that there was a couple things yesterday that you had to do when you're making money, okay? Number one, you've got to fight to make the money that you make. Number two, you got to fight to keep the money that you get, okay? And that's part of this deal over here, because when you got one of these new countries that open up in like a Spanish language or something like that, it's easy for these guys to be signing different applications. Here's one thing you can always count on Herbalife for is we'll do the right thing by you guys. Okay? Every single thing is not always black and white. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of circumstances, a lot of things that can happen, but we do the right thing. This company has never made its decisions on the cash that it makes. It has always made its decisions on what's best for the people. Remember, you guys are building your own Herbalife dynasties on top of what I'm building also, okay? And my reputation is no different than your reputation, okay? Your group listens to you based on who you are, and what you've done in the past, okay? And so if you want to look at how they're following you, look at what you're doing. So if it was me, leadership always says, do what's best for the group, not what's best for my pocketbook.